handful of drivers are filling up their tanks at fuel stations across Nigeria. They say the pump price is way too expensive.
I used to full tank, but since the subsidy has come, so much I bought 4,000, 5,000, 3,000. Even the 5,000 will not take you any day. Before that very day, you finish it.
Before now, I would tell you I used to fill this tank with 12,800, 13,000. But the first time I tried to fill it up again, it was almost 38 to 42,000. So, and this is what I just use in a week. So what I really do now is I just buy 10K for 2 days, another 2 days I buy another 10K. So at the end, you see it's almost 30,000 per week.
Nigerians are struggling to buy petrol since the government stopped paying subsidies on imported petrol. The government says it has spent $10 billion on subsidy payments in 2022 alone, but suspended the plan in May. This has resulted in a hike in the price to $1.18 per litre, a price that is now being determined by the cost of importing the product. According to the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, the daily consumption of petrol has now dropped to 48 million litres from about 67 million per day before the subsidy was abolished. Economic experts say fuel prices have gone up, yet people's incomes have remained the same.
Incomes of people didn't go up, but then the prices of petrol went up drastically. So what that means for the average Nigerian is that, with the same budget, you buy less fuel. And so people are not buying as much as they were buying before. If, for example, for 20,000 naira or for 10,000, I could get 50 litre, now I could get that for like maybe 25 or something a lot less than that.
The World Bank says by ending the petrol subsidy, Nigeria could save up to $5 billion this year. Economic experts caution the government to challenge the savings to reduce the cost of manufacturing and develop the economy to cushion people from the impact of commodity price hikes.
Now, the savings from the subsidy, first of all, will have to go to reducing our debt exposure, and after which, the surplus will now be channeled, to meet our, local needs and other infrastructural needs.
The government has promised to carry out massive investments in transport, infrastructure, education, power, healthcare and other public utilities to improve the quality of people's lives.
As a short-term measure, Nigeria is providing 8,000 naira, which is about $10, to 12 million poor and vulnerable households for 6 months to help them cope with the impact of the fuel subsidy removal. This will be funded from an anticipated $800 million World Bank loan. But with prices now being determined by the cost of imports, the consumption of fuel is likely to drop even further. Ajek Mangut, CGTN, Abuja.